Hi there. Hi, my fellow people. Hi, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Curious Intern. Yes, it's no longer as regular as before. Because the truth is, life is happening. Life is happening to me. Not like I'm not in a bad way or in a false or negative way, but in a more that I get tired. Wake up in the morning, go out, come back, and then I'm just tired. I have things to do that is backlogging and stuff. I'm like, I'll do it. I will not lie. I actually have been postponing. Like, I would record this. I would talk about this. I have what I want to do. It's just to start it. But, once you've decided to start something, you just have to discipline yourself and all. And that brings me to this topic, which is, why do you do it? So why are you doing what you do? Why are you going to that job? Why did you study that course? Why did you make that choice to be in that relationship? Why are you serving God? Why are you a teacher? Why are you whatever it is that you are? We need whys. We need a big reason. Whenever we want to start something, whenever we're doing something, we need something that when you look back at, you say, okay, this is the reason I started it in the first place. And then as you go on, I would encourage that you have more whys. So, in the first place, when you pick a challenge or you pick a dream or you have a vision or something or whatever you plan to do, give or take a job. For me now, I'm going to talk about my experience, my internship. I'm in Lagos and I'm not used to this Lagos life of entering bus. Even if you're in your car, hold up, all those things. So I'm not really used to it. I do not even like public transport. I'm not a big fan of it. So I think last week, Monday, Tuesday, back to back, I was on the road for school intern stuff and applying, and it was stressful. So while inside the bus, I was like, Kini Monshe, like, what am I even doing? It was just at that point, like, I just wanted to chill. I mean, there's a time when you're in the house, you even be tired of staying at home, but now when you're not even going out, you'll not be going out, and then you'll be tired of going out. You just want to be like, everybody be like, no stress life. Do you get? So that was how I was just at like that point. Why am I even doing this? Like, I'm just tired. But then I now rechecked. This is why I'm doing it. I want to just finish up this internship, apply, save lives. The reason why I even attended this course, nursing, like certain things, I'm working in this vision. It was just something that came back to my memory. Imagine taking a challenge and you don't even have a big reason why. Those people that used to say, I just feel like it. That's their reason. But then when they are not doing it and it becomes hard or it becomes tougher or bigger than what they thought it would be, and then they revisit their why in the first place, because it's just based on feelings that end up not, lasting. Feelings don't last as long as mood does. If you listen to my emotional health podcast, you realize I broke it down how we have emotions and feelings and moods. So when you're feeling a thing, but you think it would last for the whole period, it wouldn't. End up becoming a mood, and your mood can go negative depending on how it turns out, which will make everything go haywire. Imagine if you're doing a project and you started the project because you feel like it. Do you understand? Because you feel like it. And then when the project is not responding to you as well as you should, like my podcast now, maybe I'm not having as many in my head. I thought that at 3 months, 4 months, I would have 100 listeners steady, and then I'm just having 5, 10. You know how heartbreaking would be now, because I felt like doing it. That's why I started. But if I know my whys, because I have my whys, so I wrote it down. I have my whys. I revisit it and say, this is the reason why I'm doing this. So when I'm in that tough spot, I would just go back to it and remind myself of why I'm doing whatever I'm doing. So that's just what I want to encourage us for now in this my podcast, to have your whys. Why you're taking that job, why you're writing that exam, why you're making that step, and reevaluate. 2-3 months, give an evaluation. Am I still working in that same line as to achieving my first reason? Am I getting better? Self-evaluation, re-evaluation is very necessary, because we must make progress. Nobody likes to be backward. If there is no progress, you're stagnant, and if you're stagnant, something is wrong. So looking at your reasons for even starting in the first place again and again and adding more or subtracting and adding. I do not believe that you started with just 3 reasons and then along the line you're only left with 1. Then, my dear, that thing you are doing is not for you. If you cannot find more reasons to continue what you're doing, please stop. Don't bother. It means that at the long run, you're not going to benefit from it. And whatever we're doing, as much as they say you're being selfless, in the end, you're still benefiting from being that selfless. Because somebody will see you and say, oh, that person is selfless. So that person will add to your life. So do you understand? Try as much as possible to reevaluate your whys. Why am I involved in this? 3 years down the line, I check back on my reasons for starting whatever I started, and I add more reasons. It can be I got more money when I started, so my continuation is to keep getting more money, to keep impacting lives, to hear from this, to learn more, to expand my knowledge, to create a name, to not live this life as just someone that came and lived, to leave an imprint, just different things that will push. And I advise to start with your goals. This is a dream big. I feel like your dream is allowed to be big, but not necessarily your whys. I feel your whys have to increase, because if you start with a big why already, what are you now going to have when you're in the middle? Someone will say bigger. I get, but it's going to get harder, because by the time situations are in there and you're not having the reasons, you're not actually getting your big whys, you start feeling bad. But like now, someone like me now saying my podcast, okay, I want to impact as little, even if it's 5 people. I already have that. And then when I see that I'm actually impacting, even if it's just 5 people, but it will make me want to increase to 10. It will make me want to increase to 50, and that's how it will be. So that's what I mean by small. Start small. Even if you're selling something, start small. Don't, as much as possible, let the progress be visible. Because if you start big, you won't easily notice your progress. You won't easily notice your movement. You'll be like, I'm moving small. It's because you're moving small in the first place, because you wanted something big. I hope you guys get me. So let me talk about relationship in this. Why are you doing it? Why are you in this relationship? Is it to know each other better, to love, to marry, to create business partnership, to create, I feel for everything that you're involved with as a person, friendship, marriage, everything, there should be a big why. So not a big boy, you should have a why. You should have reasons. You should have goals you want to achieve. You should have an aim. You should have targets that you can always come back and revisit, because those are the things that will hold you, that will be your anchor, that when the going gets tough, you can go back to it, and this is it. I'm really hoping I'm making as much impact, because this is something that when I was in the bus, and I was just really tired trial last week, and I was just thinking about it. It was a revisit for me. It was a re-evaluation for me. I went back, I read about why I was doing what I was doing, my podcast. And it's really not easy to just keep keep recording and doing live and just planning and everything. But I knew that it wasn't because I felt like it, I started, but because I was moved, because I want to do drop down some certain things, because I want to leave impact in people's lives, because I know that by the grace of God, this is going to reach more than just my circle at this point. Down the line, if I'm committed to it, if I'm disciplined with it, it will go. Discipline is another one pillar when it comes to achieving goals. Discipline, consistency, commitment, devotion, determination. You have to have all this. So why do you do what you do? I want you to tell me why. If you're a worker, if you're a teacher, if you're a singer, if you're a brother, sister, why are you doing whatever you're doing? So send that in the comments, and share, like, follow, encourage me to continue recording and talking, because as much as I'm doing this for myself, I'm also doing it for you guys. And the best way to get good feedback is when somebody tells you, oh gosh, you're really, keep doing what you do. And then just tweak this place, tweak that place. The positive I will listen to. The one that I feel like can save, I would save. Do you understand? Well, thank you for listening to my podcast. This is Curious Intern, where I'll keep asking questions and giving the answers in the same place. Bye. Till next time, God bless you.